Oh man, that's so funny. I already recorded this video like halfway through, and then I realized the dango chingadera just wasn't on. So, I had to restart with the microphone actually on and what's not. So, nothing I've ever learned has ever just been naturally bestowed upon me. Every single thing I do, I have to do in reps. And one of the things I have to do as a network admin is subnetting. So, in reality, not really anything you need to practice, but you got subnet calculators. I'm sure there's physical calculators, X, Y, and Z. But if you're trying to do something on the fly, or you're preparing for a job interview, or a promotion board, or just some other stuff for whatever reason, maybe you just got to flex on other NAs. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to subnetting. So in this video, I'm gonna show you all my daily routine for subnetting. I'm gonna pull up. Shout out to Jody's calculator. Pull up Jody's, input the IP addresses and the subnet masks, and actually prove that I did it right. So there's a teensy weensy bit of math involved, kind of some formulaic stuff. Thinking I'm gonna pull up the calculator in Windows just to ring that up. You know what I'm saying? Let me make sure I got that on the ready. All right. So, what I like to do is it only takes like 5 minutes a day to really get this thing stuck in your memory. Class C is the easiest. Class B is a little more to it because we're getting into 1024 IPs, 2048, 4096, and so on and so on. So real quick, I'm going to show you a Class C, then a Class B, then a Class C again. So I'm just going to invent an IP address range. I'm going to write it down like this, hold it up like that, do a little pointing. Hopefully my calculations as to where the camera is will be accurate. So let's start with a Class C. I'm just going to throw it together, nothing too difficult. Okay. 172.16.0.40 and let's just let's play it cool. Make that bad muckle like a /29. So right off the top, I already know how many's in a /29. So generally speaking, when you get asked these questions, they're going to want to know three things: the subnet ID or network ID, broadcast address, and how many usable IP addresses are in there. No middle fingers. So right off the jump, okay, I know from /29 is right before /30. And with a /30, I know for a fact there are 4 usable, and subtract 2. The formula is n squared, squared minus 2 for determining how many IP addresses you got in the /29 range. So this over here is my little jots for 30. So you got 4 in the 30 and 2 usable. So n squared, so we're going to have 8 total IPs. One's the ID, one's the broadcast. So 6 usable. Oh, I'm going to look like a jackass if I don't get this right. So 6 usable. If you're familiar with converting things to binary, you might notice a couple of things. So I like to do it a specific certain way. Honestly, if I concentrated really hard, I could do it in my head. But I'm just going to convert this last octet into binary. So, starting from 24, the beginning of the Class C, we're going to do 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Make an imaginary line. Making all zeros. So we got 5 here. 0 more to get to 32. 3 more zeros. Okay. Those are going to be empty in binary. And I'll make 3 little ones to show that they're going to be full in binary. So from here, all we do is we take the last octet in this Class C and we start subtracting. I forgot to draw one more little thing out just to show you what I'm subtracting. So this is how it goes. 128, 64, slashes, 32, 6, oh not 6, 16, what a dummy boy, 8, 4, I'm going to have to come down here, 2, 1. So these little indicators here that I made, followed by these three, they symbolize these. So we start with 128, 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, and then 1. I'm going to erase that real quick, just so I got my little workspace. Do some calculations, you know what I'm saying? I put it all in. It's not adding up. Why am I making a nerd video like this? So, 84. Can it be subtracted from 128? The answer, can you subtract 128 from 84? The answer is no. So I draw a little 0 there to indicate. Now, can we subtract 64 from 84? Well, yes we can, good sir. And we're going to do that right now. How much of a jackass would I look if I got this wrong? Okay, so we got 20 bits left. Going to indicate that one has something in it. 64. Okay, so our new number, our new octet is 20. Can we subtract 32 from 20? The answer is heck no. Alright, keep moving on. 20. Can we subtract 16 from 20? The answer is yes. So we mark that one as in. And let me see if I can do a 4. Okay, 4 is our new number. Can we subtract 8 from 4? No. Okay, so the bits we got over here on the network side, 1, 2. 64 plus 16. Let me do a little more mental math. Six plus 2, guys. Oh my gosh. Get it together. So 80 is the number when you add these two up. So this, 80, if my calculations are correct, which I've been wrong before, is going to be our subnet ID. Okay, we're going to indicate that right there. So, how do we get to the broadcast address? Well, since this is so small, I can pretty much eyeball it from here without, I could probably have me like 2.5 beers and still eyeball how many is left to go. But I'm going to show you. These bits are going to be full. So, on top of 80, you're going to add 4. Yeah, it's 4. 4, 2, and 1. So 7. So the broadcast address is going to be 84. Oh, excuse me, dummy boy. 87. So, you could have just added 280, the 8 IPs, or excuse me, the 8 bits that we got for the usable, but I just demonstrated 80, 80 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, 87. So, magic numbers. Subnet ID, .80. Broadcast, .87. Okay? 8 total, only 6 usable. So, let's head on over to Jody's. Oh, goodness me, what is this? Oh, jeez, the things, you know what I'm saying? Let's type in subnet calculator. Jody's. Alright, so what I got written down here, 172.16.0.8. $84, excuse me. And I just came up with that number out of the blue. It's just how I start my day. Okay? Alright, I'm going to cover my eyes. I'll hold this like this and cover my eyes. Okay, but I can't calculate. I'll just close my eyes. And it's going to calculate the subnet. Oh, goodness gracious me, look at that. 172.16 0.80, network. Broadcast 172.16.0.87, broadcast. 6 usable, and then it also starts the range. So 81 and 86, you can give those to computers, printers, phones, well, not really phones, but that's where that starts. So let me just give a Class B the old college try, and I'm actually gonna pull up the Windows proprietary calculator to do some minor, I hope they're minor, calculations to determine the usable. So the usable for Class B's is a little more difficult because the formula in 2 to the power of n, okay, do this first and then subtract 2 from that. Alright, now to get the n number, you got to subtract whatever the CIDR notation is, which is the slash notation, whatever the CIDR notation is, minus 32. So, real quick, I'm just going to, we'll say I'm going to do a slash, I don't know, 21. It's under 24, so the Class B start at 16 and go to up to 24. So 23 would be the last Class A, or Class B. Tad dehydrated. Ah, delicious. Okay, so what is 32 minus 21? Let's see if I can do this upside down. So we got 1, we got 1, 11. So the formula here would be 2 to the power of 11 minus 2. Oh, I wish I picked something closer to 23 now all of a sudden. Okay. Bring up the calculator. So 2 times, okay, 2 to the power of 11. I don't know if there's a shortcut on here. Let me give it the old college try. And no. No short. Oh, wait. 2 squared. I don't have time to figure this out. So we're just going to multiply 2 11 times itself. So as you can see here, we're in the Class C range. This right here I know because I got it memorized. That is a slash 27. God, I'm going to look like a dumbass if that's not right. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 32 minus 5, slash 27. Okay, hey, good for me. Times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2, times 2. Where we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, darn. I done messed up. Clear all. I accidentally did a 2 times 22 in there. Okay, alright, sorry. Well, I'll make this fast. Man, the look on my face had to have been priceless when I saw it up that high. Okay, 1024, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 21 is going to be for the usable. Ah, darn it. Anyway, we have our calculation. All we got to do to find out how many usable, subtract 2 from 2048 at this point in the formulae. So I'm just going to go ahead, we'll memorize that. We'll wipe this muckaluck down. And then we'll invent an IP address and determine the broadcast address, subnet ID, and the range. Alright, so this time I'm going to go with, something a little crazy. Let's try 2040 dot 190. Whew, man, I'm regretting this already. Let's make it interesting. 180, and then we'll just say .1. So that's in the middle of the spectrum for the usable. We got 2046 / 21. I'm going to look like a huge idiot if I get this way off. So, this, alright, I can usually eyeball some Class C's here and there, but this one right here, I'm going to have to actually, every time I do Class B's, I always convert to binary, and we're going to be working with the 180, the middle octet. So, let me count, alright, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So, 5 in. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, make an imaginary line. We're at 5 again. So all zeros, and then all closed. So 128, okay, 180 minus 128. Clearly, that's closed. So what is this? 9. Okay, we got 2. 9 minus 2, 7. Ooh, I cancel those out. So 72 is our new number. We're not worried about this one anymore. We're worried about this one. 72 after we took out 128 from 180. So we can clearly subtract 64 from that. 6, 9. So 128, 64 so far. Okay. So our new number is 9. And we cannot subtract 32 from 9. Oh, thank God. I would have felt like a real idiot if I did this all twice in a row with the mic muted. Okay, where was I? So, 128, 64, 32 we can't, 16 we cannot, and 8 we cannot. So all we got to worry about now is 128 plus 64, 192. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. 192. All zeros. So, that is going to be our ID. Darn it. Wait a second. I was way off. I just realized that. Okay, so 128 plus 64. Jeez Louise. 12. Huh. It was 192. Well, 180. This ID cannot be. Okay, alright. Let me get a redo because I'm not recording all this again. Okay, 180 minus 128. Somewhere my math was wrong as hell. Okay. 64 is a no-go. Alright, 32. Got 20 left. 16. Okay, and then 4 is the new number. So, 128 plus 32 plus 16. So 6, carry the 1, 5, 7, okay, excuse me, 176.0. See, that's why it's important to do reps. So, the ID, 248, what's it, 190, 176.0. Okay. I'm going to leave that little joker right there. So, we gotta add 176 with the last 3 bits. So off the top of my head, I already know that equals 7. So 176 plus 7 is 183. Okay, so notice that we're working with the middle octet here for Class B, the 3rd octet. So in binary, when we start here, there's another dot and some more binary going on over here. Rest assured, past this dot, The last octet is all zeros going this way on this top side, and then all these are full. So, vis-a-vis, the broadcast address is going to be all full, and it's going to be 255. So, if you notice here, the subnet ID is going to be 176.0. So, .1 is going to be the first usable, and .254 is going to be the last usable in your range. Unless I, got it all wrong. Let's head back to Jodays. Oh man, I'm going to feel like an idiot if I got this wrong. 240.190.180.1. And it's a /21. So take notice again, this is where it's going to populate. Alright, to reiterate, my usable 2046, my ID 176.0, and my broadcast address is going to be 183.255. Which, if you look at the IP address I specified just off the dome, you know what I'm saying? It's between these two. So whenever I came up with my little math mistake, completely getting way out of bounds with subtraction, adding on stuff that wasn't even there, just reinventing subnetting altogether. I solved the IP crisis. Anyway, everything is in there. Yeah. So 181. Okay. Just hit calculate, Jeff. Alright. So 176.0, just like I said. And then 183.255 broadcast address. And then the ranges I specified, .1 to 183.254, were correct. And hosts usable in that range, 2046. Hot diggity daffodil. I'm a friggin' genius. Okay, and just like I said, dropped it into the trash. Just like I said, I'm going to do one more Class C. I'm going to make it a spicy one. Let's do /27. These are my favorite because I actually do these like constantly all day. That's the standard IP address range for some of my special systems, which those are the ones that need the most help. Time to drink. Thanks, soldier. Okay. So let's work with some smaller numbers. Let's just do 10.10.10. Not too easy. Let's do 211. Okay. So off the rip, I know. 27 is going to be 32 in total, 30 usable. Alright. So 27, alright. 32. I'm going to do this one in binary. Talking all that good. So 32. What am I doing? 25, 26, 27. All zeros, 5 more times. Whew. Okay, so 211. Can't subtract 128 from it. Psh, ain't got no. Psh. That's 3, 1, 10, 2, 8. Now we're at 83. You can't subtract 64 from. Sorry, I'm not showing you my good work. Minus 64. 7, 13. 9, 1. And then at this point you cannot subtract 32 from 19. So 32.1 is open. Alright, so what is that? 128 plus 64. 12, 9. So far so good. So 192 is going to be our subnet ID. Alright, so from here I can just add 31, or I can do some mental math. So 192 plus 16 plus 15. So 15 plus 16 is 31. 192 plus 31, some calculations. 3, 12, 2. So our broadcast is going to be 223. Alright, so to check on learning, what is 223 minus 192? Got 1, got borrow, 12, so 31. So 31 in conjunction with the 30, the ID is going to be this 1, so there's actually 30 more to get to the broadcast ID. Just to reiterate, we got 30 usable in our /27. Our subnet ID is going to be .192, and our broadcast is going to be 223. I'll lick the bottom of my shoe right now if this isn't correct. I'm actually doubting myself. Jesus, take the wheel. Rampage! Oh, hot diggity daffodil. I don't gotta lick the bottom of my shoe. So there, just like I said, 192 is gonna be the ID. Broadcast is gonna be 223. And then 193 is gonna be the first usable. 222 is gonna be the last usable. With a total of 30 usable on the subnet. There it is. That's what I do. Beginning of the day, without commentary, I just come up with 3 little IP addresses, 3 random subnet masks, and I just go. Just reps. It could take me 5 minutes, it could take me 15 minutes, but some small part of my day after I've logged into all my workstations and got all my network tools up, just get on Jody's, check my math, and that's it. Anyway, thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching my video. Shout out to Jody's for this sweet subnetting app. And yeah, talk to you guys in the morning. Peace.